if you can convince the Austrian government to change its mind on the issue of software idea patents by May 17th, then that will throw things open again in the Council of Ministers, and there'll have to be more discussion, more chance to convince other governments. So go give it everything you've got. May 17th is the deadline for this stage. But beyond that is the second reading in the European Parliament. But in between now and then, it will be more elections for the European Parliament. So what we've got to do is go to all the parties and raise the issue of software idea patents. Point out that they restrict every software user and that this includes most businesses in Europe. Point out to them that this is important, and then put the candidates in touch with the members of parliament from their own party who already voted against software idea patents, so that they can learn from somebody that they more or less agree with why they too should vote against software idea patents. This is what we have to do, and it's going to be up to you. Thank you.
Ein Ziel gesetzt. Wo, wenn nicht hier? Veränderungen jetzt. Kann sein, dass Stimmen nicht gehört sind. Wer beschwert sich? Kann sein, die Lüge macht uns blind. Kann sein, dass Zukunft schon zu spät ist, was verkehrt sich. Kann sein, dass mancher zu viel frisst.
Maybe you have a few words for these people working in the patent office, how to convince them that what they're doing is wrong.
Oh, I wouldn't try to convince them of anything. They have a vested interest in trying to extend patents to restrict every area of life, because the more areas of life are controlled by patents, the more people have to constantly go to the patent office and the patent system, and thus the more important they are. And not only that, the more patent applicants there are, the more money they get. That's where their money comes from. And so if they were idealistic, they probably would have been fighting against their bosses years ago. And the ones who are left, they know what they want. So we just have to overcome them. We have to point out that patent issues should never be left to the experts in the patent office, because they have a vested interest, they are biased. It should never be left to patent lawyers, because patent lawyers want to have more people applying for patents and more people suing other people so that they get more work. Every time there's a lawsuit, then patent lawyers get hired on both sides. So patent lawyers know what's good for them. It's not what's good for the rest of society. So we have to tell everyone in the government, stop listening to patent experts because they are doing what serves them. Instead, listen to the people who are going to be the victims of patents. We have to teach them to recognize that that software idea patents are not beneficial for people who write programs. Software idea patents are restrictions for those who write programs. They're obstacles. They're landmines. If you're trying to write a program in a country that has software patents, that's like crossing a big minefield. There's so many steps you have to take, so many design decisions you have to make, and at each one, maybe you'll step on a patent. They have to understand that patents don't help software developers, they endanger software developers. They have to understand that patents endanger software users, that every business that does e-commerce is in danger from this stupid bureaucracy. And above all, we have to say to them, if you don't have time to understand this right now, delay the decision so that you'll make time to learn about this issue. Make time for yourself to learn about how dangerous this is. Delay the decision now. Make the Council of Europe think about these things some more. Don't let the maneuvers happen to rush this through. That's what we have to say for the next 4 days.
Ein Ziel gesetzt. Wo, wenn nicht wir? Veränderungen jetzt. Wer, wenn nicht wir? Wann, wenn nicht jetzt? Wo, wenn nicht hier? Hoffnung bis zuletzt. Wer, wenn nicht wir? Uns ein Ziel gesetzt. Wo, wenn nicht wir? Veränderungen jetzt.
Kärntnerin, Oper, Kurzstreckengrenze, umsteigen zu den Linien 1, 2, 4, 59a, 62, 65 und zur Lokalbahn nach Baden